What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Night YouTube channel. In today's video, guys, we're continuing our adventure in Iron Helm with Grubrot into the third installment in Malicia's Refuge. This is a level 3 adventure. We're playing with the Random Encounters expansion, as well as several other expansions like the Beast and Burdens expansion with the Afflictions and some really gnarly enemies. We've also got the Realms and Relics expansion that introduces the environments and artifacts, and of course the Fanny Pack. So yeah, guys, we've got a bunch of stuff going on in here, and we're going to take a quick pit stop at the Lonely Troll before we head out into our adventure. I will mention, too, in my haste to clean up the game and set up the next adventure, I got rid of my graveyard from last time. I know we had killed Galnock at the end of the last playthrough, and I think we might have had like a flying snake or something also. So I'm going to give myself 2 gold. So we've got 19 here, because of course you could trade those in as trophies. We've got 19 here on the D20, so we're going up to 20 gold here. So let's max that out at 20, and we're also going to get, let me grab another die. Let's grab, I guess I'll grab this D12, and we're going to add another 1 to it. I'm going to need like another D20 or something, guys. We're going to run out of room for gold here. I'll put it here. There we go. So we've got another 1 right there. Nice. Yeah, we got like over 30 gold right now. It's insane. Cool. So we're also going to get all of our health and energy back, which we did. We get rid of all of our poison. You've got to get rid of all of your rations, and then you gain rations and gold equal to what's printed on your card. So we gain a ration. We also gain 3 more gold. So we're going to take this up to 4. We got too much gold. I could probably just stop keeping track at this point, but I want to keep track for our final score at the end in case we make it all the way to the end and defeat Zogar in the final adventure. So we could tally up our score. And of course, your amount of gold contributes to that. Cool, man. I think that is pretty much it at the Lonely Troll. We could buy trappings, but we're maxed out. We'll briefly go over Grubrot's stuff real quick, his gear. We got the Bloodletter. Whenever you roll a 6 during an attack, you add damage equal to the dungeon level, so it gets stronger the deeper you get into the dungeon. Scale Armor. We're blocking 2 damage from all enemy attacks. We cannot use the Conceal or Shadow skill, which we're not worried about. We do have some skills over here. We got Alchemy, which allows you to draw 2 potions and at the beginning of the adventure, as well as draw 2 potions each time you're supposed to gain a new potion, choose 1 to keep, and then discard the other. Unfortunately, we can't hold anything because we're maxed out encumbrance with our 4-weight Bloodletter and 3-weight Scale Armor, and Grubrot over here can only hold 7. So we're at 7 on the encumbrance tracker. We've also got Treasure Hunter, the Treasure Hunter skill. Anytime we gain gold from an enemy in combat, we'll also gain 1 energy. We've got the Dodge skill, which will reduce poison from the arrow trap by 1. We've got Martial Arts, which allows us to attack and spend energy and roll dice, even if we don't have a weapon equipped. Also, it bumps up our bare-fisted attack from 1 damage to 2 damage, and I believe that is it. Oh, and then we've got Sixth Sense as well. Of course, the best skill in the game. We can avoid an ambush once per dungeon level, or once per dungeon level, we can reveal both dungeon cards, choose 1 to resolve, and discard the other. Cool stuff. So let's go ahead and get everything shuffled up, guys. Again, we're going into Malicia's Refuge. I feel like I've played this one maybe the least, just slightly, of the other level 3 adventures. I don't know. Maybe it's even. I'm kind of losing track at this point. But every time I see it, I'm like, I feel like I barely play this one. So this one will be really cool to get to. Once again, we're going to shuffle up the plots. Of course, we got some new plots in here. Potions, always the same as usual. And before I forget, we're going to draw 2 of these potions, because we can do that with the alchemy skill. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use either of them, so hopefully they're not too useful. That is actually perfect. 2 damage dealing potions, get those out of the way. We're also going to shuffle up the loot deck. There's some new loot in this expansion, of course. All these continue your adventure expansions will add new loot. So we got a few new pieces of loot. I honestly don't even remember what's in this one. I think I saw the Holy Hand Grenade when I was getting the cards out of the box. I think that's in here. Unless that's a fanny pack. That might be a fanny pack loot. I don't know. Either way, there's something in here. There's a few new things in there. We've also got some new enemies. Did I remove the other enemies? Yes, I did. I removed the other enemies. The skinklings and goblins are gone. Melissa's Refuge is free of skinklings and goblins, dude. They are not welcome here. They are gone. They are too puny. They all got destroyed by the stronger enemies here in Malicia's Refuge. Also, the plots, the hid in, the passageway, and the shrine have been removed from the plot deck. We won't be finding any of that here in Malicia's Refuge. And of course, the boss is Malicia herself, right over this way. Really, really sweet, looking sick, looking like Medusa. Very cool, man. Let's go ahead and shuffle up the Howling Abyss dungeon deck. Of course, we started with this one for Grubrot's adventure, and we're going to continue using it for the entire adventure. We've got the Howling Abyss dungeon deck number 2. If you don't have this one, highly recommend picking it up. Changes the game up a little bit, and it'll freshen it up. There we go. Cool. Let's also go ahead and shuffle up these last few decks down this way. We got the Afflictions deck. Hopefully we don't gain any of those. You gain those if you get 3 poison, if a particular enemy in the deck can give you afflictions, or if you reach the end of the level and you don't have a food to eat, you gain an affliction. We also have environment cards. We're going to be flipping one of those at the beginning of each level, and that's going to augment the level. And last but not least, we have artifacts that we can gain in place of a loot card by discarding a cumulative amount of blessing tokens. So 1 blessing token for the first artifact, you have to discard 2 blessing tokens for the second, so on and so forth. Speaking of blessing tokens, we're going to give those a quick little mix. I'm going to set one off to the side on top of the bosses to remind myself to use my blessings if we have any at the end of the game. And I believe we're pretty much ready to go. We also got Borko too. Borko's like, I'm here too, dude. We got Borko over this way. Whenever you're traveling with Borko as your companion in combat, you can flip one of your dice to the opposite side. So like if we were to roll a 1, we could flip it to a 6. You can do that once per dungeon level, so sparingly. Also, when you're at the campsite, he will automatically take the search action, gaining you an extra food, but we can still choose another action for ourselves. And Borko does not carry his own food with him, though, and we're going to have to feed him at the end of each level, and if we can't, he's going to lose 1 morale. Okay, guys. I believe that is it, dudes. I think we are pretty much ready to go. Also, we're playing with the Random Encounters expansion, so as we move down through the dungeon levels, there are these little nodes that correspond to these little icons here on this card, and we'll have to deal with certain things like traps or finding food, maybe finding treasure, maybe running into an enemy, and some other little random encounters as well. And now I think we are good to go, guys. Yeah, I think we're good to go, dudes. Okay, so we're going to head out into Malicia's Refuge with Grubrot. Here we go, guys. Oh, before we do, environment card. The environment is the Death Grotto. A chill runs up your spine as you find yourself in the murky catacombs, lined with the lost souls of the distant past. All undead enemies on this level add +2 to their damage during combat. Yikes. You may not resolve the altar card on this level. When drawing a plot card, you draw 2 and pick one to resolve, discarding the other, and all undead enemies on this level that you defeat gain you an additional gold. Okay. So we got to keep our eyes peeled well, we can't resolve the altar. So if we come across that, we got to remember we can't resolve that. And then any undead enemies on this level that we defeat, we're going to gain extra gold from them. And of course, when drawing a plot card, we get to draw 2, pick one to resolve, and discard the other. Okay, I got to try to remember that stuff. Help me, guys. Help me remember. Here we go. Goldfish emojis down below. We got a treasure chest to start out. That's a pretty good way to start out the adventure. You find an open chest that has been recently looted. A single coin remains. Gain 1 gold. Guys, I don't know if I want more gold, honestly. We've got too much gold as it is, but we'll take it. We will take it. Let's keep on going here. Also, I didn't read Malicia's Refuge to you guys, did I? It says, there was no doubt where Malicia's lair was once your eyes took sight of the entrance. Now you must find the courage to enter. That's it. There it is. There's the little intro. We got the false idol. Your eyes lock onto a huge evil statue carved into the wall. It is begging to be worshipped. What shall you do? We can beg for power, for wealth, for your life, or ignore the false idol. If we beg for power, we gain 2 energy and 1 loot. For wealth, we gain 2 gold and a potion. Or for our life, we gain 2 health and a ration. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and gain 2 health and a ration to gain the extra ration. Pretty much the same thing we did in the last adventure. Gaining that extra ration. Okay, let's keep on going here. We've got the campsite. Nice. You've spied a relatively quiet location to set up camp. It will not be long before you attract attention to yourself. Choose one of the following actions. We can cook, search, or rest. We're going to go ahead and search and gain a ration and a gold. Also, Borko takes the search action at the campsite, and there's Ziggy, guys. Put your Ziggy barking emojis down in the comments below, dude. We're going to gain an extra ration from Borko, and we're going to also gain that gold as well. He is popping off outside, guys. I don't know what he sees out there. We're going to go and put this to a 6. There we go. And that is pretty much it. That is it for the campsite. Let's keep on going. We've got the altar. We can't do it, man. You may not resolve the altar card on this level. So I guess that means, does that mean we have to push our luck? Or does that just mean that we can't? Dude, does it mean that we have to push our luck? It says you can't resolve it. Like, can I pick it, but we can't actually resolve it? I don't know. I'm going to push my luck. Oof, into an ambush? I'm going to use 6 cents. Once per dungeon level, you can avoid an ambush. Yikes. Okay, I'm not too sure about that. It doesn't explicitly say it on the card, so I'm not sure. We got a skirmish. I'm going to push my luck past that. Please be gentle. Into a clearing. Let's freaking go. Anything can happen in a clearing. Draw and resolve a plot card. It is the corpse. You trip over the corpse of a fellow adventurer. You would think by this point, guys, like we would get used to seeing these adventures. To be fair, this is Grubrot's first time through. As you stagger to your feet, you realize the body belongs to a friend from years past. Mizlak, is that you? We could bury the corpse or take the money and run. You search the corpse for anything that may aid you, and you leave the corpse behind. Move down one space on the morality track. We're as low as we can go, guys. We cannot limbo any lower. Draw one treasure card, and we gain one icon. We're at 1 toward finding the boss. We draw our first loot of the game, and it is the Warhammer. +3 to the sum of your attack rolls versus undead enemies. That would be cool in the Death Grotto. But you know what, guys? The Bloodletter has been fun. I'm dropping this thing. This thing weighs 4, dude. I'm dropping the Bloodletter, guys. I'm picking up the Warhammer, and Grubrot's like, oh my god, I feel like the weight of the world's been lifted off my shoulder. That frees up 1 weight since it weighs 3. We can actually hold a potion or something now, which is amazing. So +3 to the sum of your attack roll versus undead enemies. That's still really, really solid. Okay, cool stuff. So we're going to put the corpse over this way, and we're going to put the clearing over this way. We're going to keep it going. That's actually a really good pickup. We used the Bloodletter a lot. We're gonna switch it up a little bit here. We gave it its fair shake. You have located a grove of young mushrooms. Hook me up, dude. There we go. 4. Gain 1 ration. Don't mind if I do, sir. Cool, man. Okay, let's keep on going. We're going to go deeper into level 1 of Malicia's Refuge in the Death Grotto. We got a skirmish. I'm going to push my luck. This is very risky. Into the labyrinth. Drat, you cannot seem to find your way out. Discard 2 rations. Gain a potion. Okay. Discard 2 rations. Gain a potion. We've got alchemy, so we can gain 2 potions and pick one. What do you guys think? The antidote or the... I guess we'll pick the antidote, I guess. It seems okay. We don't have any poison, but I guess I'll go with the antidote. Okay, we finally find our way out of the labyrinth. That really sucks. Me and Borko had to chow down. We got a savage encounter. I'm going to push past it into a freaking ambush, guys. Not great, dude. Your foe catches you by surprise, gaining the upper hand. Draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level to their initial damage. Add the dungeon level +5 to the health of an undead warrior. Also, I've just got Malicia's Refuge like chilling out here. Let me move that out of the way. So a 10 health undead warrior. He's going to add the dungeon level 1 to his initial damage. You lose 1 blessing with initial damage. We don't have any. Joke's on you, bro. So instead of doing 3, he's going to do 4 damage. Plus he's undead. And all undead enemies on this level add +2 to their damage. So he's doing +6 damage. -2 from the scale armor is +4. Please be gentle. +2 is 6 damage. Well, that's almost half of our health right there, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are down to 7. Just like that. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to spend 3 energy, and we're going to attack for maximum damage. We're doing +3, actually. I'm spending 3 anyway. We're doing +3 damage because he's weak to undead. Dude. Oh my god, dude. What is my life? Guys, send help, okay? Send for help, dude. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? You already know what to do, guys. I already know you're putting them down there in the comments. This is a perfect segue. Guys, you can become a channel member of the Game Night YouTube channel, and you get access to these special emojis, and one of them is a 6-sided die with a 1 on every side. You already know what to do. Dude, you've got to be kidding me. So we deal 3 + 3 is 6 damage. He's at 4. How do you roll 1 on 3? Dude, how? How do you do that? I did that the other day in a video too, I'm pretty sure. Come on, man. My god, dude. The undead freaking warrior attacks, dude. Is it on initial damage? No, it's just all the time. Okay, cool. So he's doing +3 to his damage. He misses. Okay, he misses. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna spend 1. Spend 1. Come on, dude. We get +3 to our damage. We can't miss, guys, even if we roll a 1. Okay, 4 + 3 is 7. He's dead. Get on with town, bro. Golly, guys. Okay, we took him down. We gain a gold. So we're going to go up to... Also, all undead enemies on this level that you defeat gain an additional gold. So we gain 2 goals. So we go up to 8. So we're going to go up to 8. Legacy. Whenever we gain a gold with Treasure Hunter, we gain 1 energy. Boom. Let's go. And he's got a treasure class of 1. So we get a loot. And it is a cookbook. Gain 1 extra energy when you eat a ration at a campsite. I ain't worried about it. We're going to go ahead and drop it. And we get this dude in our graveyard. That was brutal, guys. Dude, we're already through level 1? That like flew by. Before you stands a grand fountain. You are drawn to it by a potent allure. Your eyes wide open. You cup your hand and ladle the warm liquid to your lips. We ladle. What do we ladle? We ladle a 4. You suddenly feel quite refreshed. Gain 3 health. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Don't mind if I do, boys. Okay, we're back in it, guys. We're back in it. That was amazing. It makes up for the... No, it doesn't. But that was amazing. That was amazing. Okay, let's shuffle up the deck. Golly, that was insane, guys. That was insane. This is what you're subscribed for, right? This is why you guys are here. Dude. It's so insane, dude. Okay, let's shuffle this up. Get ready for level 2 so we can roll triple 1s again and stuff. All right. Our luck's got to turn around now, guys. That's as bad as it can get, right? That's literally as bad as it can get. So it's only up from here, right, guys? You got to look at it in a positive light. It can literally only get better from here. Okay, we're going to get this back. We have to eat a food. We also have to feed Borko. We're going to gain an energy when we eat. We've got no poison on us. Am I forgetting anything else? I think that's it. We're going to draw a plot card. It is a Dreadtrodon. That. I've fought this before. I've said this word before. It's a Dreadtrodon, not a Deadtrodon. It's about to be a Deadtrodon, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It's got 13 health, does 3 damage, 2 treasure class, weak to ice. If the Dreadtrodon rolls doubles during its attack, you gain an affliction. I don't like that so much. He's got 13 stakes over here. So we're going to put a 10 and a 3. He's going to attack first. We're blocking 2 of his 3 damage, so he's going to add 1 to his roll. And he rolls freaking doubles and misses, but we gain an affliction. And it is necrophobia. Years of seeing piles of bodies on blood-soaked battlefields and encounters with the raised dead has finally caught up with you. The sight of the undead causes a more than normal reaction from you now. Has Grubrot passed a mirror? Like, seriously, dude? Are there no mirrors in the dungeon? You attempt to flee all encounters with the undead. Dude, he's basically undead. When the enemy is drawn that has the undead icon, you flee. You suffer damage equal to the enemy's base damage, plus the dungeon level? The enemy card is placed in the discard, and you resume your adventure. If you reach an undead boss at game's end and still have this affliction, you are defeated automatically? Golly, dude. That is brutal. Here, Borko, hang on to this. Hold that. My God. That's an affliction. That is gnarly as hell, dude. That is quite an affliction. Necrophobia. Who would have thought? A Grubrot of all people, or zombies, or whatever the hell he is. All undead. Okay. Fine. Okay, so we get to attack. I'm going to spend 3. Like so. And I'm going to wail on him, dude. With my Warhammer. Watch this. Ooh, let's go, dude. 13. Perfect lethal, dude. That makes up for the triple 1. That does actually make up for it. Let's go. The 3 health, not so much. But that does make up for it. Let's go, dudes. Okay, we gain 4 icons. We're up to 5. Just like that. Halfway there. We get a loot. It is. Come on, dude. We got a freaking mimic. Are you kidding me? Here, eat this. Leave me alone. Ooh, is that a bad idea? Eat this. Leave me alone. Just eat that. Leave me alone. I don't care. I'm not dealing with you right now. Get out of my town. I'll deal with the consequences of that decision later on down the line. Cool. We also get a potion. We got alchemy, so I get to draw 2 potions. I get to draw. I could talk. We got a health potion and an ice shard potion. I'm going to drop the ice shard. I'm going to drink the health potion immediately and heal. Back up. And it gets rid of necrophobia. Get out of my freaking town, bro. Get out of my town. That would have been gnarly. Okay, the Dreadtrodon goes in our discard pile. And now we're going to move down to level 2. And when we do, there's a little random thingamabobler right there. So we got to roll a 6-sided die. Let's go ahead and roll. We rolled a 4. And there's treasure. Gain a random loot card. Don't mind if I do. The longsword. Ooh, it weighs 2. Die results of 6 deal an extra point of damage. Dudes, we're dropping the Warhammer. That was fun. That was fun. We got to use it. We're scooping up the longsword. It weighs 2, so we gain another encumbrance. And now we're at 5. Dude, this feels good. And then die results of 6 will deal 7 damage instead. Ooh, and it's primary hand, so we can actually hold an offhand item now. Okay, this is looking good, guys. Freaking, what was it? Bloodletter? Get on with down. Okay. Is there anything else? Am I missing anything else? I don't think so. We're moving down to level 2. So now we need to go into a new environment, the next environment. The Frost Glen. Ooh, it's getting icy down here. It's getting cold. Your breath turns to frozen mist, and your skin tightens as you enter a vast frozen valley. All enemies on this level that are weak to fire add +2 to their damage during combat. You may not search for food when at the campsite, and the mushroom grove does not contain rations. It's too cold, guys. Everything's frozen over. No food's growing down here in the Frost Glen. If you resolve the treasure card on this level, you gain an additional potion. All enemies on this level that you defeat that are weak to fire gain you an additional gold. Okay, we got to keep our eyes peeled for treasure. Okay, let's double check. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I got all my stuff back over here. I think we're good to go. I believe we're good to go, guys. Okay, let's go to the next level. Here we go, man. Level 2, the Frost Glen in Malicia's Refuge. We've got an arrow trap. We're going to do it. We've got dodge. Your curiosity with the ruby-eyed statue comes at a cost, does it? We roll a 6 and take no poison. I got pretty lucky with that on my last time, too, if I remember correctly. Let's go to the next room. Creak open the door. There's an ambush. We're going to do it. We catch our foe by surprise. And we're going to add 1 to their health, and we get +3 to our first attack. Or we're going to add 2 to their health, rather, because we're on level 2. To a wolf. It's got 5 health. We could give it a ration to avoid the combat, but we don't have a ration, and we don't want to do that anyway. We're going to go and hit them for +3 damage. I'm going to spend the 1 energy here and roll. We need anything but a 1, baby. There it is. Okay, 3 + 3 is 6. He's dead. Let's go. We're going to gain 1 loot. It is... Ooh, an explorer's map. Also, I just realized, we've got an antidote that weighs 1. We're actually at 6 right now. And we were at 7 before with the Warhammer, not 6. So we were still okay. Explorer's map. It weighs 1. Lose 1 less ration when lost in the labyrinth. This might actually come in handy considering we don't have any rations. So we're at 7. We get this dude over here. I think I want to get a skill outside of my proficiency. Let's just double check real quick. We can't get Concealer Shadow. We don't want archery because we don't have a bow. Dash is actually pretty decent. Once per dungeon level, you may spend energy to avoid any dungeon card. Roll to see how much energy you spent. A 1 or a 2, you spend half your energy. That is terrible. 3 or 4, you only spend 1 energy. Or 5 or 6, you spend no energy. And you can just avoid any dungeon cards. It's actually insane. It's actually insane. I'm getting dash. That's actually ridiculous. We're going to go with that. We're going to spend our 3 duders right here. And get dash. Let's go. We can do that once per dungeon level. We'll put that right there under 6 cents. I want 6 cents peeking out a little bit so I don't forget that I have it, because I tend to do that. I tend to forget things. We got the treasure card. Let's go. But I didn't forget this. If you resolve the treasure card in this level, you gain an additional potion. So we gain a gold, and we go from 8. Oops, it was 8, right? Yeah, we go from 8 up to 9. I think it was on an 8. Wasn't it on an 8, guys? Who cares? We got so much gold. It is freaking insane. It might have been on a 9, but you know what? It is what it is. We're going to gain a potion. So we get to draw 2 potions. We got a holy water and a spark bomb. I don't really want those, you know what I mean? So we're going to drop those. And we're going to keep on going. It sucks that we're in the Frost Gun because we can't find any food. So we're going to take damage at the end of this. We got the Labyrinth. Dude, I ain't even worried about it. Lose 1 less ration when lost in the Labyrinth, so we don't lose any rations. And we do gain a gold and go up to 10 because we find a gold as we stroll through the labyrinth, all willy-nilly, and we find our way out, just whistling, hands in pockets. We got an ambush. We're going to do it. We're going to add 2 to the health of a flying snake, a bunch of little weenie enemies, guys. 5 health. We get to attack first. We're doing +3 damage since we're ambushing. I'm going to spend 1 energy. Anything but a 1, baby. 2 + 3 is 5. We take it down. Let's go. We're going to get it in our graveyard. It doesn't drop any loot or gold. And we're going to continue on through the Frost Glen. It is getting chilly down here. We got an ambush? Are you kidding me? I'm just going to 6 cents and skip it. Yeah, I'm just going to 6 cents and skip that. You could do that once per dungeon level with ambush. Or with 6 cents, of course. A mushroom grove? Well, it says you may not search for food when at the campsite in the mushroom grove does not contain rations. So, okay, we'll just resolve it, but we don't find anything. They're all frozen over. The merchant, dude. Oh, man. He's bundled up down here, guys. Deep in the dungeon seems like a strange place to set up shop, but who are you to question his sanity? You may take any number of the following actions. So we can buy, sell, or trade. To see what goods the merchant has, you draw 3 loot and 2 potion cards. Okay, so we're going to draw 3 loot. He's got a fate coin. He's got a health potion. Oh, man. He's got rations. Oh, man. And then he's got 2 potions. He's got an energy potion. Oh, baby. And a holy water. Okay, we're dropping the Explorer's map faster than we ever have in our entire life. We're going to drop that thing. We're going to go down to 6 right here. I'm going to buy the energy potion for 1 gold. Here, we're going to use these so I don't have to look for it on the die. We're going to buy the energy potion and drink it immediately and gain 2 energy. 1. 2. We are going to spend 2 gold and buy the fate coin. It costs 0. I'm going to put that on top of the plot deck because it says when asked to draw a plot card, discard the fate coin to draw 2 plot cards, pick one and discard the other. So I'll put that there to remind myself. I'm also going to spend 1 gold to buy these rations. And you may discard this card to regain 2 energy. So essentially the same thing as an energy potion. We're going to gain 2 energy. Guys, this is insane. We're getting all geared up with energy on the this merchant. And then I'm going to spend 1 gold and we're going to buy this health potion. Holy crap. And then we're up to 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, dude, we got an antidote and a health potion. Little Christmas action. Christmas colors going on. Let's go, guys. Dude, we're set up, dudes. It's looking good. It's looking good for Grubrot. Amazing merchant. Incredible. Thank you so much, Mr. Merchant. That was incredible. Let's keep on going. Last room of level 2. What are we going to get? A savage encounter? I am going to push my luck into a skirmish, and I'm going to dash, guys. This could be... It's not going to be bad. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Once per dungeon level, you may spend energy to avoid any dungeon card. Roll to see how much energy you spent. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll. Come on, dude. We got to get lucky. 3 or better. Yes, let's go. Okay, so a 3 or 4, you lose 1 energy. That is not bad. And we get to just skip the skirmish. Dude, dash is actually completely insane. That is insane. Okay, and that is the end of level 2, guys. We're going to shuffle up the dungeon deck and get ready to head down to level 3. And we're probably going to fight the boss on level 3 or 4 here, it's looking like. I don't think we're going to go all the way to 5. Unless we get exceptionally unlucky with the plot cards. You never know. It could happen. Stranger things have happened, like the 3 1s I rolled earlier. Let's go ahead and shuffle this up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we've got no rations, guys. So not only do we lose 3 health and gain an affliction, which is Cockshore. This is also in Underquest. I don't know if it does the same thing, but it's in Underquest. A series of victories has left you with a false sense of power and confidence. The ability to have a healthy level of fear has abandoned you. That actually sounds kind of cool. In fact, you now have a thirst for danger and seek it out whenever you can. Whenever an ambush or skirmish card are drawn, you must resolve it. Okay, yes, it is the same as in Underquest. Okay. So we're just looking to get into fights, man. Grubrot is getting super cocky, dude. He's like, come on, come at me, bro. Also, guys, we can't feed Borko. He loses 1 morale and goes down to 1. Honestly, he'll be all right. Whatever. He's okay. Also, you know what? We could increase his morale. Is it that you... I can't remember. I actually can't remember. Do you give them 1 gold to increase their morale, or is it the amount of printed on their card? I think it's the amount printed on their card. We're going to give them 3 gold. We're going to give them 3. 2, 3. So we're going to put him back up to 2. There we go. There we go. There we gold. There we gold. And then we're going to draw a plot card, and we've got the fate coin. So I'm going to discard that and draw 2 plot cards and choose 1 and discard the other. Oh man, the winged statue? Well, that's a new one. So we're going to do that, guys. This is in Malicia's Refuge. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Towering in the center of the clearing stands a tall marble statue in the likeness of an angel. Her eyes begin to glow as you move closer. Without opening her mouth, she speaks. Your actions have not gone unnoticed. Oh, guys, this might be really bad because we've got -5 morality. It says compare your current morality level to the chart below and take the corresponding action. Well, we're at -5. If you've got -5 or -4, lose all blessing tokens and health equal to the dungeon level. I don't have any blessing tokens, and we're on dungeon level 2, so I'll only lose 2. That could have been way worse, I feel like. Except it couldn't have been worse, because that is as bad as it can be. We also gained 2 icons, so we go up to 7. And that is the first time I've ever experienced this card. I've been playing Iron Helm for like 2 years, have played the game well over 100 times, and I've never experienced this card. That is so cool. There's still new things to experience. Amazing. The Winged Statue. Very cool. Very, very cool. Because it's like such a low probability. You know what I mean? Like you only shuffle 3 new plot cards from the adventures into the plot deck. So most of the time you don't see the new ones. So you have to play like several times to see it. Very cool to have been playing the game literally 2 years now and find something new in it. Awesome. Okay, I believe that is it. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. We're going to get Dash and 6 cents back here at the end of the level. I believe I did everything else. We don't have any poison to worry about. So now we're going to leave the Frost Glen behind, and we're going to move into the Parched. So from a freezing, frigid area to a smoldering, hot, dry area, your throat goes dry from the scorching heat as your feet shuffle through the ashy floor. All enemies on this level that are weak to ice add +2 to their damage during combat. You may not search for food when at the campsite, and the Mushroom Grove does not contain rations. That is so brutal. Again, guys, you gain 2 additional blessing tokens when you pray for a blessing at the altar. All enemies on this level that you defeat that are weak to ice gain you an additional gold. So we got to keep our eyes peeled for the altar. We'll gain 2 additional blessing tokens when you pray for a blessing at the altar. Okay, and I think that's it, and we're ready to go. Let's head into the level. Do I want to heal? Yeah, so I'm actually going to use my health potion. I can discard this to gain 4 health, so let's go ahead and do that. That is a loot health potion, so we're going to gain 4 health back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're only missing 1. We're at 12 health, and that is going to cure us of this cocksure affliction. You know, the afflictions are cool, but so far we've been very fortunate that we've had health potions to get rid of, which is good. I'm not complaining, but it's like they're not even coming into play. We've been very fortunate that we've had health potions when we have them. Plus, having the alchemy skill helps you speed through the potion deck, so it makes you less susceptible to afflictions. Okay, here we go, guys. Also, we're moving down to 6 encumbrance now that we just drank that potion. What do we got? We've got the Labyrinth. I'm going to push my luck past this. Usually I resolve it, but I'm getting cocky, even though we just got rid of that cockshore affliction. What do we got? The False Idol. Your eyes lock onto a huge evil statue carved into the wall. It is begging to be worshipped. What shall you do? I think I am going to beg for power. Move down 1 space on the morality track. Gain 2 energy and a loot card. So we'll gain 2 energy. And who knows? Maybe we'll get a 1-weight loot card that we can actually hold. The Elven Bow. Deal 2 damage to your foe before taking initial damage. It's actually kind of cool. I'm going to drop the longsword. Dude, we're sifting through all kinds of weapons this run, guys. This is actually really cool. We're going to pick up the Elven Bow. It weighs the same amount. It weighs 2. It's 2-handed. So we get to deal 2 damage to our foe before taking initial damage. That is actually pretty cool. I like that. I do like that. Let's go ahead and continue. We've got a skirmish up ahead. I'm going to push my luck into the Mystical Fountain, and we're going to ladle, dude. Let's ladle it. Ladle the water. We roll a 3. What luck? You find 1 gold. Well, lucky us. We find a gold. Would you just look at that, dudes? Would you just look at it? Let's keep on going. We got the altar. You gain 2 additional blessing tokens when you pray for a blessing at the altar. So let's do that. Let's pray for a blessing. We're going to gain not 1, but 3 blessing tokens. 1, 2, 3. Like so. Very cool. Okay, very cool. Let's keep on going deeper into the Parched in Malicia's Refuge. The Archangel? A flash of holy light causes you to freeze. When the brightness fades, you see the form of a woman with large wings. She has come to judge your deeds. Check your placement on the morality tracker and refer to the chart below. Well, we would lose 4 health, so I'm going to go ahead and push my luck past that. You know what I'm saying? Into a Savage Encounter. Then I'm going to dash past. And we're going to roll here. And we roll a 3, and it only costs us 1 energy. Dash is amazing, dude. Grubrot has got some pep in his step, and he's blasting through the dungeon. We've got the arrow trap. We're going to do it. Let's go ahead and roll. A poison dart comes flying out. It's going to deal 2 poison, but we've got dodge, so we only take 1 poison since we take 1 less poison. Also, we've got this antidote in reserve over here in case our poison gets a little too high. We've got the merchant. Let's freaking go, guys. He's going to have 3 loot and 2 potions. He's got the Talhofer Buckler, the best shield in the game, the Undeath Potion, a Field Guide, and the final 2 potions from the deck. If I can just get him, my mic is in the way. There we go. We got an Energy Potion and a Health Potion. My God, that's insane. I'm going to give him 1 gold for the Energy Potion, and I'm going to drink it immediately and gain 2 energy. We are at 10 energy, just 1 shy of full. And then I'm going to give him a gold, and I'm going to buy this health potion. And again, we're ready to heal and get rid of an affliction if we get one, and he can keep the rest of the stuff. Talhoffer Buckler, completely insane. Really want to pick that up, but we can't. We can't hold on to that much weight. I like having the extra room for the potions. So we got the merchant. Thank you so much, dude. Hopefully I'll see you on the next level. Let's keep on going. We got an ambush. Let's just do it. We're going to add 2. Wait, are we on level 2, guys? Are we on level 3? Dudes, we're on level 3. I missed a step, dudes. I missed a step. I never did move us to level 3, and I didn't do this. We were supposed to fight another enemy. So we're going to fight 2 enemies. First, I totally messed up. We're going to fight this enemy first. Okay? So it says you draw an enemy card, resolve combat. They gain no bonuses to their health or initial damage. Okay, so it was supposed to be a giant spider. So he's got 6 health. I put a 6 on him. He does 2 damage. Every time the giant spider successfully hits, your next attack costs an extra energy to execute. My bad, guys. I completely botched that up, but it's okay. Hopefully we're making up for it right now. So he's going to attack. We're blocking his 2 damage with the scale armor, so it's just whatever he rolls. And again, every time he successfully hits, your next attack costs an extra energy to execute. He does 1 damage, so we're going to take 1, and our next attack is going to cost an extra energy to execute. I'm going to spend 2 energy, so we only get to roll 1 die. Also, we deal 2 damage to our foe before taking initial damage, so he went down to 4. The bow's actually kind of good, the Elven Bow. And then we do 5 damage, and we finish him off in 1 shot with the Elven Bow. Let's freaking go, guys. Dude, I have been playing Dungeons of Eternity on MetaQuest 3 in VR like crazy lately. Using bows in that game, unbelievably fun. It is so freaking fun. The game is like literally like you're going through a dungeon, like in Iron Helm, and you're fighting spiders and all kinds of. It's amazing. Zombies and skeletons, and it's amazing, guys. Dungeons of Eternity. Check it out if you got a VR. Highly recommend it. Okay, so we took down the giant spider. We don't get any gold or any treasure, but we do get him in our discard pile. And what do we have? We've got 2 over here now. We definitely don't want any more agility skills. The rest of them we're not worried about, especially Shadow and Conceal, because oh, actually. We're not okay. We're still not worried about Shadow and Conceal because we can't use that with the scale armor. But if we keep the bow, there is archery. When using a bow, you may reroll all die results of 1. That's actually pretty good. We might get that if we keep the bow, but I'm not sure yet because it would be cool if we find like the Cinder Blade or the Ice Hack or something like that instead. I think that would be really sick. Okay. So now we got to deal with the ambush. So we're going to go ahead and draw the enemy for the ambush. They're going to add 3 to their health. It's an octahedron. This guy is showing up a lot lately. He's going to have 11 health, and it says you gain an affliction if you roll 2 or more 1s during an attack. We also get to add 3 to our attack from our ambush, so I'm going to spend 2. Also, it says you deal 2 damage to your foe before taking initial damage. I'm going to assume that you get to do that even when you ambush, because why wouldn't you? So we're going to hit for 2 damage, and he's going to go down to 9. Then we're going to add 3 to our damage. And we did, oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. We did 5 plus 3 is 8. Damn, that puts him at 1. So close. So freaking close, man. Okay, he's going to attack. He's doing plus 2 damage. We're blocking it with the scale armor. It's whatever the octahedron rolls. He rolls doubles and misses. And we're going to karate chop him in the face with martial arts to finish him off. Let's go. We're going to gain... Dude, I want to gain gold because we got Treasure Hunter so we can get some energy back, but it's just not happening. We're going to gain... 2 treasure class, so we get a loot. It is an undead mimic. Oh, this is a new enemy. Okay, only in Malicia's Refuge. Dude, the art is so cool for that. It's like a reskinned mimic. It's got 11 health. You may avoid this conflict by spending 1 blessing. You know what? Here, take this. Leave me alone. I'd rather get rid of the blessing than lose more energy. So we're going to go ahead and avoid that. This is a loot card. That's cool. We also get a potion, so let's shuffle up the potions, and we'll draw 2 potions and choose 1 to keep. And even though we are maxed out encumbrance right now, we can drink the potion. Let's go ahead and shuffle these up, and we're going to get to pick from 2. We'll drink the antidote potion and cure all of this poison, all 1 of it. There we go. Okay, and that is it. And then we get the octahedron over here in the discard pile. And you know what, guys? Considering we've got the Elven Bow right now, I'm actually going to flip all 3 of these, and we're going to get... that archery skill, guys. Dude, we're almost like completely maxed out with the agility skills. This is crazy. So we've got 7 skills now. There we go. Moving up in the Iron Helm world over here. I got 6 cents too. I got to remember that. We found treasure. Okay. Does anything happen if we find treasure? No. And hopefully I didn't mess that up. Did we have any enemies that were weak to ice right there? Ooh, the giant spider. Wait. Is that who we just fought? Who did we just fight? Yeah, we fought the giant spider. And wait, what else did we just fight? Where's that enemy that we just fought? Oh, we fought the octahedron. Okay, no, and the giant spider missed. Yeah, the giant spider rolled doubles and missed, right? So yeah, okay, so we wouldn't have taken any. Hopefully I'm on track here, guys. Okay, so the treasure, we're going to gain 1 gold. There we go. And I believe that is it. Yeah, we don't get anything else from there. Also, you gain an extra gold when you defeat enemies weak to ice. So we would have gained an extra gold when we defeated that spider. Okay. So the treasure is done. We're done with that. We got 1 room left here on level 3. What do we have here? An ambush. I'm just going to use 6 cents and we're going to skip it. Boom. There we go. And we're going to move down to level 4. Okay, wow, this is crazy. We might fight the boss here. If we draw a plot card that has 3 icons, we're going straight to the boss. Otherwise, we're going down to level 4. And what I was saying earlier about not going to level 5 might not be true. We might actually go to level 5. Okay, I kind of hope that we don't. I just want to beat the boss and get out of here, dude. I don't want to run into too many more surprises here. Okay, we got the dungeon deck shuffled up. We've got no rations, guys. So we're going to lose 3 health. 1, 2, 3. We're going to gain another affliction. Plagued. An illness has come upon you. Your hands and feet are beginning to turn red and swell, and your mouth is dry. Sweat drips from your brow, and your clothes are damp with your own salty moisture. Immediately gain 1 poison token. Okay. That kind of sucks. At the end of each level, you gain an additional poison token for each poison token you have, instead of the standard 2-for-1 ratio. And then I'm going to drink this health potion. I'm going to heal 4 health. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to get rid of this affliction. Dude, it's amazing. Get out of my town, bro. Borko is going to lose 1 morale, and we're going to give him 3 gold. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to increase his morale to 2. And I forgot about his ability. There's too many things going on at this point, guys. It's too much for my goldfish brain to keep track of. It's too much. All right. I think that is it. We're going to get our dash back here. We're not going to take any extra poison damage. We're going to draw a plot card. I'm going to remember to do this time, hopefully. The well. I get this one every single adventure. Near the center of the clearing stands an old well. On closer inspection, you notice the well is full of sweet-smelling water. Do you dare take a sip? Sure. We roll a 4 and gain 2 health. That is amazing. We are back to full health. We gain 2 icons, and we're just 1 short of finding the boss. If we can find a clearing here on level 4, we're going to be in business. We're going to move down to level 4. There's a random event, so we're going to go ahead and roll for this random encounter. We rolled a 2, and it is an enemy. That sucks. Draw an enemy card and resolve combat. Enemies gain no bonuses to their health or initial damage. Can it be a pit trap? No, it is an assassin. If resolving an ambush card that was drawn as the second card, the assassin gets to attack, or gets to inflict initial damage twice. Okay, that is not happening. He's got 4 health. He's going to attack. He does 1 damage, -1 from our scale armor, so -1 from his roll. He does 1, -1 is nothing. We are going to attack here. I'm just gonna karate chop him with martial arts and put him down to 2. The assassin is going to attack. He gets -1 to his roll. He does 1, -1 is nothing, and then we karate chop him, and he's dead. We're going to gain 1 gold, so that is going to proc our treasure hunter skill, and we're going to gain an energy. He's got a treasure class of 1, so we're going to gain 1 loot, and it is the Iron freaking Helm, dude. Oh, baby. I'm going to drink this antidote. We're going to cure all of our poison. That frees up an encumbrance, so we go down to 5. And this weighs 2, and I'm going to put it on my noggin. Subtract 1 from both initial damage and counter strikes. So now we're blocking 3 damage, and we're maxed out again. Can't hold potions anymore, but hopefully we won't really need to for a while. Okay, amazing stuff. This guy goes in the graveyard, and then we're going to get a new environment. And let's see what it is. It is the Watch. The ground is here. Oh, here we go, guys. The ground is spongy beneath your feet, and the air stings your senses. But far worse are the numerous eyes tracking your movement. Immediately gain 1 icon. Awesome. That is it, guys. We are fighting the boss, dudes. We have reached Malicia herself. We got our blessing token here to remind us that we've got a couple blessing tokens over here that we need to resolve. Let's see what we get. Hopefully some energy would be nice. Oof, 2 health. And remove all poison. The 2 things we don't need. That's okay. Hopefully we can pull this off. We're going to go ahead and fight Malicia here in the Watch. Very, very creepy setting, dude. This Medusa-looking skeleton with scimitars fighting us in this bubblegum land with eyeballs in the walls. This is crazy, dude. Malicia has 20 HP, so let's go ahead and get that set up. 20. Like so. She does 4 damage. She's got a treasure class of 2. She's weak to undead. Drops 3 gold, and Malicia's damage is modified by your position on the morality track. We're at -5, so she gets -5 to her attack. Get ready to miss us every time, Malicia. We pop her with 2 damage from the Elven Bow before combat starts, so she's down to 18. She's going to attack. She's doing 4 minus 3. You subtract 1 from both initial and counter strike, so 3 damage all the time we're subtracting. Dude, look at us, dude. So she's doing +1 to her roll. She misses. It would have actually been -4 because she's also getting -5 from the morality situation. She's never going to touch us, guys. Poor Malicia. We're going to spend 3. We're going to attack. And we're doing 13 damage. Okay, so she's going to go down to 5. Yeah, this is going to be like the easiest boss fight of our lives right here, guys. She goes down to 5. She's getting absolutely destroyed. She's going to roll. So 4 minus... Well, we're doing -3, so -8. So -4 to her roll. And she does 4. -4 is nothing. And then I am going to spend 1, 2, 3, and we're just going to obliterate her. Here we go. Cool. We did 11 damage. She's dead. Oh my gosh, guys. Grubrot just like freaking went Legolas mode with the Elven Bow, dude, and absolutely decimated Malicia in no time flat. She had no clue what hit her, dude. We gained 3 gold. Let's go. I'm gaining it. I don't even care, dude. We're popping off our treasure hunter. We're gaining it. She's got a treasure class of 2. We get a loot and a potion. The loot is... Oh, baby. Dude, we've got freaking martial arts, guys. We can drop this weapon. We can attack without a weapon. What am I doing? You do not need a hand weapon to roll dice in combat. Oh my, dudes. Dude, martial arts is actually insane. We're dropping this. We're picking up the magic ring. We still have 1 more way. Oh my god, guys. Grubrot is going full on Chuck Norris through the rest of the dungeon, dude. And he just put the ring on, dude. He's got the ring, dude. Come on, dude. Let's go. Oh, man. And we get a potion. We get to draw 2. 1, 2. We're going to keep the health potion and drop the ice shard. Dude, we're going all the way, dude. We're going all the way, man. Let's go. Freaking Iron Helm master over here, guys. Grubrot himself. Malicia, down. Malicia is down. We've got 2 in the grave for the next adventure. Guys, we're going to the Spire of Zogar, dudes. That was it, man. We are going to the Spire of Zogar, and Borko's tagging along with us, dudes. There was... Actually, you know what? I don't think I lowered his morale. Did we? Did I buy it back? Whatever. Borko's there, too. We're going to the Spire of Zogar in the next playthrough, man. Hope you're excited about it, dudes. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up like button, hit the red subscribe button, and click the bell so you can stay updated every time I upload brand new videos. And I'll have the final installment of Grubrot's adventure coming to the channel very soon, along with other solo player tabletop games. Again, if you want to become a channel member, click that join button down below. You'll get access to some special perks, whether you become a squire or a knight. And either way you go, you're going to get access to those emojis. And a huge thank you and shout out to everyone who has become a channel member. And I'll have the list of knights up on the channel on the scroll. And of course, it's one of the perks of becoming a knight. So thank you guys so very much for watching, man. Until next time, have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.